This video contains quizzes for the classes on principles, escrow, and practice. Many of the questions in this video are also in the real estate exam, and this might help you. Real estate principles. Question number 1. Real estate is often defined as a bundle of rights that include the legal rights of ownership. Which of the following is a right of ownership that is included in an owner's bundle of rights? Answer: the right of possession, the right to physically control the property, the right to dispose of the property. Question number 2. Real property includes? Answer: the land, that which is attached to the land itself, and anything which is incidental or appurtenant to the land. Question number 3. The right of an owner of land that borders on a river or other flowing streams to the reasonable use of water is known as the owner's? Answer: riparian rights. Question number 4. All of the following would be classified as real property except? Answer: a lease. Question number 5. An item of personal property that is attached to or incorporated into the land in such a manner as to become part of the real property is known as? Answer: a fixture. Question number 6. All of the following are general tests that the courts use to determine whether a specific item is a fixture and has become a permanent part of the real property except the? Answer: method in which the item is attached. Question number 7. The term bill of sale is most commonly associated with? Answer: personal property. Question number 8. Which of the following methods can be used to legally describe real property? Answer: meets and bounds, sections and townships, lots, blocks, and tracts. Question number 9. Which of the following is true regarding a township? Answer: a township is a square piece of land that measures 6 miles by 6 miles, and a township contains 36 square miles. Question number 10. Which of the following is a true statement about a section? Answer: there are 36 sections in a township. A section is 1 square mile. Question number 1. The most complete form of land ownership, which carries with it the maximum bundle of right, is known as? Answer: a fee simple estate. Question number 2. An estate that is based on the length of the life of one or more persons is known as? Answer: a life estate. Question number 3. The type of leasehold estate that entitles a tenant to the exclusive use and possession of a property for a fixed period of time is? Answer: an estate for years. Question number 4. Which of the following implied warranties promises does a grantor make when executing a grant deed? Answer: the grantor has not already conveyed title to the property to any other person, and that the property is free of any encumbrances other than those already disclosed to the grantee. Question number 5. All of the following are required for a deed to be valid except? Answer: an acknowledgement. Question number 6. A will that is written, dated, and signed in the handwriting of the testator is called? Answer: a holographic will. Question number 7. The property of a person who dies without having left a will is distributed according to the laws of? Answer: intestate succession. Question number 8. The congruent ownership of a parcel of land by 2 or more persons that contains the feature of the right of survivorship is? Answer: a joint tenancy. Question number 9. Which of the following unities is found in a joint tenancy? Answer: time, title, interest. Question number 10. All of the following are true statements regarding community property except? Answer: the community property can be sold by either a spouse without any agreement. Question number 1. A true statement regarding an encumbrance. Answer: an encumbrance places a burden on a property that limits its use, covers 2 or more lots, known as a blanket encumbrance. A blanket encumbrance usually contains a release clause. Question number 2. All of the following would create a lien of money on property except? Answer: an easement. Question number 3. Mechanics liens claimants may establish the priority of their liens by giving preliminary notice of their right to file a lien claim in the event they are not paid for the work that they perform. This preliminary notice should be given within? Answer: 20 days of the first day of performance. Question number 4. When determining the starting time for a mechanics lien, it is important to know when the work began and when it was completed. This is known as the? Answer: scheme of improvements. Question number 5. All of the following are true statements regarding a judgment lien except? Answer: this type of lien is good for 3 years. Question number 6. With regards to liens pendens until the final outcome of a trial or removal of the action? Answer: there is a cloud on the title. Question number 7. All of the following are classified as non-money encumbrances except? Answer: a mortgage. Question number 8. A utility company obtains an easement and grows to run power lines over your property. Which of the following best describes this situation? Answer: an encumbrance. Question number 9. Private restrictions on the use of land may be created by? Answer: private use of the land, written agreement, general plan restrictions, and subdivisions. Question number 10. The placement of improvements and permanent fixtures on a property by a person who does not own that property would be best described as? Answer: an encroachment. Question number 1. Under the provisions of California Civil Code, which of the following is a basic rule of agency as it pertains to licensed real estate brokers and salespeople? Answer: an agency relationship creates a fiduciary duty owed by the agent to the principal. Question number 2. The agency disclosure law requires that an agent disclose who the agent is representing in a real estate transaction. Answer: within 10 days after the seller enters into a licensing agreement. Question number 3. The agency disclosure law applies in the sale of? Answer: 1 to 4 residential units. Question number 4. Which of the following is a true statement regarding a listing contract? Answer: it is an employment contract. The death of the seller or broker cancels the listing. Question number 5. The most commonly used form of a listing agreement is the? Answer: exclusive right to sell. Question number 6. A copy of the listing agreement must be given to the signing party. Answer: immediately after it is signed. Question number 7. Which of the following sales of real property would require the use of a transfer of disclosure form? Answer: the sale of a residential triplex. Question number 8. A transaction file of all important broker and salesperson documents concerning a property must be maintained by a broker for? Answer: 3 years. A special power of attorney allows the authorized person to? Answer: transact one specific act for a principle such as the sale of a property. Question number 10. The term company dollar refers to the company? Answer: income after payment of all commissions. Question number 1. An agreement that is created in words, either verbally or in writing, is known as? Answer: an express contract. Question number 2. A contract that is valid on its face but may be revoked by one of the parties is classified as? Answer: voidable. Question number 3. All of the following are basic elements needed to create a valid contract except? Answer: enforceability. Question number 4. Consideration can best be described as? Answer: anything of value. Question number 5. Consideration may consist of? Answer: a promise, money, or a service. Question number 6. The statute of fraud has to do with? Answer: certain contracts that must be in writing to be enforceable. Question number 7. An existing contract is replaced with an entirely new contract. This act is referred to as? A novation. Question number 8. If one of the parties to a contract fails to perform under the terms of a contract, it is referred to as? Answer: a breach. Question number 9. All of the following would constitute a remedy for a breach of contract except? Answer: a partial performance. Question number 10. Broker Andrews obtains an offer from a prospective buyer on a property on which she holds a listing. Andrews presents the offer to the seller. The seller accepts the offer but makes several changes to the original offer. The buyer's original offer is now best described as? Answer: a counteroffer. Question number 1. The holder of a leasehold estate that is for a definite fixed period of time has? Answer: an estate for years. Question number 2. All of the following are leasehold estates except? Answer: a life estate. Question number 3. A tenant has an estate for years. When her lease is over, she continues to remain in possession of the property but does not continue to pay rent. She now has an? Answer: estate at sufferance. Question number 4. A lease for more than 1 year must be in writing. To be valid in a court of law, it must be signed by the? Answer: lessor. Question number 5. A security deposit for an unfurnished residential property may not be for more than an amount equal to? Answer: 2 months' rent. Question number 6. When a tenant transfers the remaining portion of his or her lease to another party, it is known as? Answer: an assignment. Question number 7. What constitutes reasonable amount of time when discussing a landlord's responsibility for making repairs for habitability? Answer: depends of the type of repair. Question number 8. Which of the following legal documents gives a marshal the authority to physically evict a tenant from a rental property? Answer, a writ of possession. Question number 9. A transaction where an owner sells his or her property to another party and leases the property from a new owner for a stated period of time is known as? Answer, sale leaseback. Question number 10. A net lease is one in which the lessee pays for, answer, property taxes, insurance, and operating expenses. 1. Which of the following requirements must be met in order to have a valid escrow? Answer, signed escrow instructions, a neutral party acting as a dual agent of the buyer and seller, conditional delivery of funds and documents when all of the conditions in escrow are met. Question number 2. Any escrow amendment must be signed by the? Answer, broker, seller, and buyer. Question number 3. Who selects the escrow company? Answer, either the seller or buyer. Question number 4. The escrow instructions in real estate transaction are usually drawn up from the information contained in the? Answer, purchase agreement. Question number 5. With regards to the closing escrow statement, the seller and buyer's respective totals, answer, can be different. Question number 6. All of the following items are normally prorated in an escrow except? Answer, broker's commission. Question number 7. Which of the following parties are usually responsible for the reporting the sale of a single-family residence to the IRS? Answer, the escrow officer. Question number 8. A title company could make a title search by searching the records of the? Answer, various tax agencies, county recorder's office, or federal court clerk. Question number 9. Which of the following items is included in the coverage provided by the Standard Title Insurance Policy, CLTA? Answer, forgery, lack of capacity of a grantor, undisclosed spousal interest, federal and state tax liens. Question number 10. RESPA requires that a lender deliver a uniform settlement statement to the buyer/borrower in a real estate transaction. Answer, 3 days before escrow closes. Question number 1. The practice of purchasing real estate using a small amount of your own money and a large portion of borrowed funds is known as? Answer, leverage. Question number 2. A clause in a financial instrument that allows a lender to demand immediate payment of an entire loan balance is known as? Answer, damage clause. Question number 3. What clause in an instrument of finance would permit a change in priority of liens on a property? Answer, a subordination clause. Question number 4. The nominal interest rate is? Answer, stated in the note. 5. The type of variable interest loan that provides for the monthly payments to start out lower and then gradually increase over the life of the loan is known as? Answer, a graduated payment mortgage. Question number 6. All of the following are true statements regarding points that are charged by a lender for real estate loan except? Answer, 1 point is equal to 2% of the loan amount. Question number 7. Which of the following real estate financing instruments is most commonly used in California? Answer, trust deed. Question number 8. In a trust deed, the person who borrows the money is known as the? Answer, truster. Question number 9. In a trust deed, the trustee is required to issue a full reconvenience deed when a promissory note is? Answer, paid in full. Question number 10. Which of the following liens would not be eliminated by foreclosure sale? Answer: a mechanic's lien for work begun before the trust deed was recorded and real property taxes collected. Question number 1. When the Federal Reserve wants a loose money market, it, answer, lowers reserve requirements for banks and buys back bonds. Question number 2. The percentage of the appraised value that the lender will loan the borrower to purchase a property is called, answer, loan-to-value ratio. Question number 3. Banks in California are insured by, answer, the FDIC. Question number 4. The greatest source of financing for high-rise office buildings and shopping centers is, answer, life insurance companies. Question number 5. All of the following are classified as non-institutional lenders except, answer, banks. Question number 6. Which of the following government-backed loans is insured? Answer, FHA. Question number 7. A property must meet certain standards for materials and construction to qualify for FHA or VA loans. These set standards influence the quality of the home being constructed and are referred to as, answer, MPRs. Question number 8. A certificate of reasonable value, CRV, is used in, answer, a VA appraisal. Question number 9. In which of the following government-backed loan programs could a home be purchased with no money down? Answer, FHA, CalVet, and VA. Question number 10. A loan broker must keep a copy of a mortgage loan disclosure statement in file for, answer, 3 years. Regarding a real estate appraisal, it is, answer, an opinion and based on the appraiser's estimate of a given date. Question number 2. All of the following are classified as essential elements that create value in property, with the exception of, answer, cost. Question number 3. To obtain the highest and best use of a property, an appraiser must first have to determine if the use is, answer, physically possible. Question number 4. Which of the following is one of 4 special forces that affect the value of property? Answer, physical forces, economic forces, and social forces. Question number 5. A lot bordered on one side by the backs of lots that front on the other street is referred to as, answer, a key lot. Question number 6. A 4-3-2-1 depth table is normally used when an appraiser is appraising, answer, commercial property. Question number 7. Which side of the streets do merchants generally prefer to locate in a commercial area? Answer, south or west. Question number 8. The uppermost member in a roof is known as the, answer, ridgeboard. Question number 9. Which of the following is one of the steps in a construction of a home? Answer, land acquisition, development, and construction. Question number 10. The appraisal principle that states that the value of the best property in a neighborhood will be adversely affected downward by the value of many lesser properties is known as the, answer, principle of regression. Question number 1. Which of the following appraisal methods can be used to determine the value of a real property? Answer: the comparative approach, the cost approach, and the income approach. Question number 2. The appraisal approach that takes the current selling price of similar properties and adjusts these prices up or down for any differences in the properties is known as the answer: market data method. Question number 3. Which of the following is a method that an appraiser might use in the cost approach to appraising to determine the replacement cost of the improvements on the property? Answer: comparative unit method, unit in place method, or quantity survey method. Question number 4. A loss in value in a property due to outmoded style or non-usable space is caused by answer: functional obsolescence. Question number 5. All of the following are true statements regarding economic obsolescence except answer: it is an easy cure. Question number 6. Which of the following would cause a loss of value of a real property due to economic obsolescence? Answer: deterioration of the surrounding neighborhood due to shabby, rundown buildings. Question number 7. The cost approach to appraising is best suited for appraising answer: new, unique architecture and public buildings like the post office. Question number 8. Which of the following appraisal approaches arrives at the value of a property by measuring the present worth and future benefits? Answer: the income approach. Question number 9. Which of the following is treated as a basic operating expense in appraising an income producing property? Answer: property taxes. Question number 10. The most difficult part of the income approach is to answer: determine the capitalization rate. Question number 1. Coordinating subdivision plans and ensuring that areas dedicated to public purposes will be properly improved are the primary objectives of the answer: Subdivision Map Act. Question number 2. A formal disclosure of the important fact about a subdivision is called a answer: public report. Question number 3. A subdivider is always required to give a copy of the commissioner's public report and project to answer: a prospective purchaser, an interested realtor, or a fellow developer who requests one. Question number 4. A final public report must be read and receipt must be signed by the purchaser. How long must a subdivider keep the required receipt in his or her records? Answer: 3 years. Question number 5. The seller of a 10-year-old condominium must provide a buyer with all of the following documents except answer: public report. Question number 6. The Alquist-Priolo Special Studies Zone Act is designed to control the development in the vicinity of answer: hazardous earthquake faults. Question number 7. In most instances where the letter M is used in a zoning code, it would designate an area which may be used for answer: industrial. Question number 8. A small area that is zoned differently from the surrounding area is an example of answer: spot zoning. Question number 9. The housing and construction industries are regulated and controlled by the answer: state contractors license laws. local building codes, and state housing law. Question number 10. If the state takes a private property from a landholder through the right of eminent domain, the state must pay the landowner, answer, a fair and just compensation to the landowner. Question number 1. When is real property reassessed for tax purposes? Answer, when it is sold or transferred. Question number 2. The county assessor accumulates a list of all private owners of real property in its jurisdiction. The assessment roll is used to, answer, establish the tax base for the county. For the purpose of real property taxation, the government's fiscal tax year runs from, answer, July 1st through June 30th. Question number 4. After the county tax collector publishes a notice of intent to sell due to the non-payment of real property taxes, how long does the owner have to redeem the property? Answer, 5 years. Question number 5. Municipal bonds issued to fund streets, sewers, and other infrastructure needed before a housing development is built and paid by the purchaser is called, answer, Mello-Roos Liens. Question number 6. All of the following items are deductible from a homeowner's annual income taxes based on their personal residence except, answer, principal payments on home loans. Question number 7. Which of the following is a true statement regarding federal income tax treatment on a seller's gain in the sale of a personal residence? Answer, a single taxpayer can exclude up to $250,000 in gain. Married taxpayers can exclude $500,000 in gain, and this exclusion can only be used once every 2 years. Question number 8. An owner can deduct a loss on the sale of a residential property if that property, answer, has been converted into rental property. Question number 9. Which of the following types of property can be depreciated from income tax purposes? Answer, a 24-unit apartment building and business real property. Question number 10. Boot is an important consideration in a, answer, tax-free exchange. Number 1. The real estate commissioner, answer, is appointed by the governor. Question number 2. The real estate commissioner, assisted by the staff of California Bureau of Real Estate, CalBRE, is responsible for, answer, facilitating and enforcing real estate law. Question number 3. The maximum fine that the real estate commissioner can levy against a broker who pays an unlicensed person for soliciting borrowers or negotiating loans is, answer, $20,000. Question number 4. An applicant for a 4-year salesperson's license must complete 3 college-level courses to qualify for the state exam. Which of the following is true regarding these courses? Answer, a course must be principles and another practice, and an additional approved course must be selected. Question number 5. Real estate salesperson and broker licenses must be renewed every, answer, 4 years. Question number 6. Which of the following is used in the sale of a business opportunity? Answer, a promissory note, a security agreement, a UCC-1 financing statement. Question number 7. When a business is sold, the transferee must give notice of bulk transfer by, answer, recording a notice of transfer with the county recorder's office 13 business days prior to the sale, and publish a notice of transfer in a newspaper of general circulation 12 business days prior to the sale. Question number 8. The real estate law is found in the answer, Business and Professions Code. Question number 9. Which of the following violations of real estate law would fall under section 10176? Answer, making false promises, commingling, dishonest dealing. Question number 10. A false advertisement, blind ad. Law when an agent gives the impression that they are the owner of the property according to this section. Answer, section 10177. Question number 1. A lot which contained 1,080 square yards had 45 feet from footage. How deep was the lot? Answer, 216 feet. Question number 2. How many square miles in a square yard? Answer, 9. Question number 3. The recording of an instrument gives. Answer, constructive notice. Question number 4. What is a salesperson's 45% of a 6% commission on a $31,000 sale? Answer, $837. Question number 5. A broker's commission rate was 6% on a sale which the broker earned a commission of $7,200. What was the price of the property? Answer, $120,000. Question number 6. A residential lot sold for $28,500, which was 25% more than the owner originally paid for the lot. What was the original cost of the property? Answer, $22,800. Question number 7. A woman wanted to invest a sum of money paying 5% interest to what would produce a monthly income of $125. She would have to invest. Answer, $30,000. Question number 8. The process of proportionately dividing expenses or income to precise date is known as. Answer, proration. Question number 9. All of the following statements regarding a buyer's and a seller's settlement statement are true except. Answer, the purchase price is credited to the buyer. Question number 10. Annual straight line depreciation is determined by. Answer, dividing the cost or improvements by years. Escrow. Question number 1. Which of the following is a true statement regarding an escrow? Answer, an escrow only proceeds when all agreed conditions have been performed. Question number 2. Escrows are required by state law in all of the following transactions except. Answer, the sale of a residence. Question number 3. Real property is defined as. Answer, land, anything attached to the land by roots, anything embedded in the land by such as a retaining wall. Question number 4. All of the following are elements that are required to make a contract valid except. Answer, that it is in writing and have a definite expiration date. Question number 5. The relationship of the escrow holder to the seller and buyer in real estate transaction is that of. Answer, an agent. Question number 6. Which of the following would have to be licensed by the state of California in order to conduct an escrow? Answer: a corporation that is devoted entirely to the processing of escrows. Question number 7. Escrow instructions do the following. Answer: state what an escrow officer is to do to conclude the transaction. Take the form of a formal business letter to the escrow officer. Are not always prepared on the first interview. Question number 8. On the escrow instructions, all of the money paid to the seller by the buyer prior to the escrow is described as? Answer: paid outside of escrow. Question number 9. All of the following are correct statements regarding a grant deed except? Answer: the deed does not have to be acknowledged to be recorded. Question number 10. Commission instructions are usually signed by the? Answer: seller. Question number 1. A broker deposits a signed escrow instruction, a grant deed which has been signed and acknowledged by the seller, and the deposit check into escrow. The escrow officer will record the fact that she is in receipt of the documents in the? Answer: checklist. Question number 2. An escrow officer receives a deposit in the form of a check drawn into the broker's trust account. Which of the following should the escrow officer do? Answer: give a copy of the receipt to the recipient. Place a copy of the receipt into escrow file. Put a copy along with the check into the escrow company's trust account. Question number 3. The form used to account for all funds that pass through escrow and to record changes to the seller and buyer is the? Answer: escrow settlement sheet. Question number 4. On the settlement sheet, the total consideration is answer: debit to buyer and credit to seller. Question number 5. The seller's credit column on the settlement sheet reflects? Answer: monies that the seller gets. Question number 6. If conflicting instructions develop as an escrow progresses, the escrow officer should? Answer: draw up an amendment to the instructions. Question number 7. Which of the following would an escrow officer need when preparing a title order? Answer: the buyer's name, a legal description of the property, and the seller's name. Question number 8. When a trust deed loan has been paid off, which of the following parties issues a full reconvenience? Answer: the trustee. Question number 9. All of the following are correct statements regarding a full reconvenience except? Answer: it's issued by the beneficiary. Question number 10. When a termite report is received into escrow, the escrow officer should? Answer: check to see that charges for the report are noted to the proper party. Compare the report with the escrow instructions to be sure the necessary structures have been inspected. Which of the following items would be stated on the first page of the preliminary title report? Answer: names of the owners of record and the nature of their interest in the land. A statement as to whether or not the title company is prepared to issue a prelim. A statement by the title company that they are not assuming any liability at this time. Question number 2. Which of the following is a voluntary lien? Answer: a trust deed. Question number 3. An easement could be used to grant the right to use portions of the property to? Answer: entities, properties, persons. Question number 4. When the escrow officer sends a check to pay off a loan, it must include answer principal, interest to cover, mailing time. Question number 5. Of the following, who is responsible for obtaining a full reconvenience from the trustee? Answer, the title company. Question number 6. A buyer wishes to assume the seller's existing fire insurance policy. The policy is a 3-year policy that cost $540 when it was obtained. When escrow closes, there will be 6 months and 20 days remaining on the existing policy. The buyer will be debited. Answer, $100. Question number 7. Taxes are adjusted on the basis of answer, 30-day month and 360-day years. Question number 8. The escrow officer will call for the buyer's funds. Answer, near the end of escrow. Question number 9. Before the escrow officer calls for the buyer's funds, the escrow officer would have answer, drawn a new deed, received a pest control report, arranged for the transfer of fire insurance policy. Question number 10. The final settlement statement will be typed on a form approved by answer, HUD. Question number 1. In order to start an escrow, there must be answer, a signed deposit receipt or an oral agreement. Question number 2. Private water companies divide their ownership. Answer, through shares of stock. Question number 3. A person may authorize another person to be his or her agent if answer, there is a properly drawn and executed power of attorney. Question number 4. If a power of attorney is used to transfer title to real property, it must be answer, recorded and notarized. Question number 5. An escrow officer may check to see if a document is recorded by asking the title officer to check the answer, general index. Question number 6. As it relates to a promissory note, the term beneficial interest refers to answer, who actually owns the note. Question number 7. If the seller or the buyer does not mention how the escrow fees are to be paid, the escrow officer should answer, suggest how the fees are handled customarily. Question number 8. If a tenant occupies all or part of a property being sold, the seller should provide escrow with the rental statement setting forth the answer, monthly rent, date, amount of security deposit, and what it covers. Question number 9. If a property that is being sold has been leased to a tenant, the lease must be answer, assigned to the buyer. Question number 10. The document which shows the status of rent payments and any existing agreements between the lessor and the lessee is known as the answer, offset statement. Question number 1. An agreement by the title company to issue a policy of title insurance at a later date is referred to as answer, a binder, an interim binder, and a commitment. Question number 2. A binder always answer, shows the exact date within which the policy must be issued, states that if the new exceptions appear after the binder is issued, and before the actual policy is issued, they will be added to the policy. Title reports are issued to new owners and lenders. Other parties who have reason to ascertain the condition of title on a property may obtain, answer, a guarantee of title. Question number 4. A map which shows a property in relationship to other properties in the neighborhood is referred to as a, answer, plat map. Question number 5. An easement which is specifically created to benefit an adjoining owner is described as, answer, an easement appurtenant. Question number 6. An easement is created for the benefit of, answer, dominant tenement. Question number 7. The statute of limitations on a judgment lien is, answer, 10 years. Question number 8. The document which gives evidence that a judgment has been paid is known as a, answer, satisfaction of judgment. Question number 9. Which of the following is true regarding a CLTA owner's policy of title insurance? Answer. The policy remains in effect until the property is conveyed to another. A policy in a will is protected by the policy if the owner dies. Question number 10. An auto lender's policy remains in effect until, answer, the loan is paid off and the reconvenience deed is issued. Question number 1. The information that escrow officer uses to prepare a trust deed and note should be supplied by the, answer, buyer and seller. Question number 2. To save time and recording fees, title companies have recorded all the deed of trust general provision in each county in which they do business. These trust deeds are known as, answer, fictitious deeds of trust. Question number 3. Regarding an installment note, answer, it is usually fully amortized and the payments include both principal and interest. Question number 4. A note that calls for the entire sum, both principal and interest, to be paid at the same time on a specific date is known as, answer, a straight note. Question number 5. Which of the following documents will be recorded in escrow? Answer, the deed of trust. Question number 6. Which of the following is the most important document in the sale of real property? Answer, deed of trust, promissory note, grant deed. Question number 7. If you're processing an escrow and the note cannot be found, you might do which of the following? Answer, obtain a lost document bond, get a certified copy of the deed of trust, or go through a quiet title action. Question number 8. On the settlement statement, if the buyer obtains a new fire insurance policy, the escrow holder will, answer, debit the buyer. Question number 9. The usual way for the escrow holder to tell the title officer that the escrow is ready to close is to, answer, call the title officer on the phone. Question number 10. Escrow companies handle cash disbursements according to, answer, each escrow company's policy. Question number 1. Which of the following documents is used to modify the information used to prepare the original escrow instructions? Answer, an amendment. Question number 2. Legally, a lender must send a beneficiary statement to an escrow holder who requests one within, answer, 21 business days of the request. Question number 3. Abel sells a residential property to Baker. Baker assumes Abel's existing first trust deed loan. The responsibility for paying the remaining balance of the payments is held by, answer, Baker. Question number 4. Wraparound loans relate to, answer, existing loans on which the seller is already paying. Question number 5. Homesteading a property protects it against, answer, involuntary liens. Question number 6. Which of the following would a declaration of homestead protect against? Answer, outside creditors. All of the following are true about a homestead except, answer, a homestead may be held on more than one property. Question number 8. Which of the following is true regarding a township? Answer, it has 6 miles on each side and it contains 36 square miles. Question number 9. A section contains, answer, 640 acres. Question number 10. How many square miles are there in a section? Answer, 1. Question number 1. A riparian right easement concerns, answer, water rights. Question number 2. Water streams are actually considered to be, answer, public property. Question number 3. If an easement problem is not covered in the escrow instructions, there must be, answer, an escrow amendment. Question number 4. If a trust deed is referred to as the first trust deed, it indicates that the trust deed, answer, has priority over subsequent trust deeds. Number 5. The county in which a property is located should be listed on the, answer, trust deed. Question number 7. When adjusting the property taxes not paid by the seller, answer, determine the amount owed, change the seller, credit the buyer. Question number 8. When adjusting for interest on an existing loan, prorate the, answer, closing date. Number 9. If the existing fire insurance policy is to be canceled at the close of escrow, the escrow officer should write to the insurance asking them to terminate the policy. This should be done, answer, as soon as the escrow officer knows that the transfer has been recorded. Question number 10. Checks disbursed by the escrow company should be accompanied by a, answer, letter or note. Question number 1. The main reason for exchanging real property is to avoid, answer, income taxes. Question number 2. Under current tax laws, which of the following types of property may be exchanged? Answer, income, residential, and industrial. 3. All of the following statements are true regarding the exchanges except, answer, each party has to own the property outright. Question number 4. The first step in an exchange is to, answer, equalize the equities. In an exchange, one of the parties may have to add additional equity to make the equities even. This additional equity is known as boot. Boot can be answer, cash, stock certificates, a promissory note. Question number 6. Real property is technically sold to the state if which of the following number of property tax installments is delinquent? 2. Question number 7. The main purpose of probate for the descendant's estate is to answer, gather assets, pay debts, pay taxes. Question number 8. Prorations or adjustments to the charges in escrow are usually fixed at the date. Answer, escrow closes. Question number 9. The purpose of charges checklist is to answer, list the charges, reduce errors, minimize the chance of forgetting a payment to escrow. Question number 10. The last step to be taken after meeting with both parties for the signing of the exchange escrow instructions is to answer, organize and store the escrow file. 1. The progress sheet shows answer, check marks. Question number 2. If a settlement sheet has entries in pencil, it is really a answer, working settlement sheet. Question number 3. Regarding the settlement sheet, which of the following is true? Answer, it must be kept up to date at all times. Entries should be made in pencil. The entries on a settlement sheet will change as the escrow progresses. Question number 4. Indexing is the process of identifying escrows according to answer, both numbers and dates. Question number 5. An escrow indexing system can be set up on which of the following? Answer, computer, card file, loose leaf binder. Question number 6. Which of the following could be an exception or exclusion on a title policy? Answer, current taxes, sewer bonds, and CC and Rs. Question number 7. Supplemental escrow instructions are used to answer, change instructions or add instructions. Question number 8. All the following are true statements regarding probate except answer, to establish title, an heir must get a deed from an executor. Question number 9. The last step in probate is answer, to record the decree of distribution. Question number 10. After closing an escrow, the escrow officer answer, completes the final statement, disperses checks, transfers the fire insurance policy. Question number 1. Most first and second deeds require answer, monthly payments. Question number 2. One of the problems for a seller when a seller carries back a note and trust deed is that the seller may answer, later need cash. Number 3. Which of the following is a personal property interest in real property? Answer, a trust deed. Question number 4. Who usually buys trust deeds? Answer, third parties. Question number 5. Of the following, Who usually sells trust deeds? Answer, lenders. Question number 6. The first thing an escrow officer will generally do in the sale of a note and a trust deed will be able to answer, take the escrow instructions. Question number 7. Which of the following factors will influence the price of a promissory note? Answer, the availability and the cost of money, the seasoning of a loan, and the type of property and its location. Question number 8. Who makes the decision as to the type and form of the title insurance policy issued in the sale of a trust deed? Answer, the parties who are involved in the transaction. Question number 9. A wise investor will want to know the status of the payment on a note or if there are any delinquencies before buying the note. The investor may obtain this information from the answer, beneficiary statement. Question number 10. Which of the following would occur when a trust deed goes into default? Answer, the acceleration clause contained on all loan contracts is activated, allowing the lender to declare the full amount of the debt immediately due and payable. Question number 1. When a trust deed is sold, the note will be answer, assigned. Question number 2. A notice of default lets the holder of the second trust deed know if the borrower defaults on the answer, first trust deed. Question number 3. A beneficiary statement may also be called answer, an offset statement. Question number 4. The proration of interest in an escrow may vary from the transaction to transaction depending on answer, escrow instructions. Question number 5. Which of the following will be written or stamped on a trust deed that has been recorded? Answer, the instrument number, the recording date, the reference to the book and page of the recorder's record. Question number 6. When ordering a title insurance policy in a complicated transaction, it is best to use a answer, type letter. Question number 7. When an escrow officer sends a promissory note to the title company so that they may examine it, the notes should be sent by answer, either the title company's messenger or certified mail. Question number 8. Normally, the first step in an escrow closing process is to answer, complete the settlement sheet to make sure sufficient funds are available to close. Which of the following is a negotiable instrument? Answer, a draft, a check, a bill of exchange. Question number 10. Which of the following is considered to be a personal defense to a maker on a note? Answer, both misrepresentation and failure of consideration. Question number 1. Based on the section 10176 of the California Real Estate Law, an exclusive listing must have answer, a definite termination date. Question number 2. All of the following violations fall under the provisions of section 10176 of the California Real Estate Law except answer, procuring a real estate license by fraud. Violations fall under the provisions of section 10176 of the California Real Estate Law except answer, acting for more than one party in a real estate transaction without the knowledge and consent of all parties. Section 10177C of the Real Estate Law, which prohibits false advertising, applies to answer, subdivision sales and property sales. Question number 5. Landlords who violate the provisions of the California Fair Employment and Housing Act may be: answer, forced to go ahead with the rental, required to make available the first vacancy or a like rental, liable up to $1,000 in damages. Question number 6. Real estate licensees who are in violation of the Anwer Act are liable for: answer, actual money damages plus $250 of additional penalty for each offense. 7. The sale of a business will generally involve the transfer of: answer, inventory, fixtures, and goodwill. Question number 8. In a bulk sale or transfer, the transferee must: answer, give public notice to the transfer's creditors, publish a notice of sale in the newspaper. 9. In a real estate transaction or business opportunity sale, the escrow holder is the agent of: answer, both the seller and buyer. Question number 10. In California, subdivision sales are governed by the: answer, Subdivision Map Act, Subdivided Lands Act. Real estate practice. Question number 1. As a newly licensed real estate salesperson, it's important to: answer, get support from your family and have 6 months savings. Question number 2. A list of prospects regularly contacted by an agent in the hopes of making them clients is called: answer, sphere of influence. Errors and omission insurance. Answer, is a form of professional liability insurance, protects agents and brokers from catastrophic lawsuits. Question number 4. Upon the close of escrow, a broker pays an agent a straight commission based on: answer, based on the selling price. Question number 5. An agent with a salesperson's license can only work for: answer, one broker at a time. Question number 6. A salesperson who sells results rather than time and whose physical conduct is not subject to the control of another is a: answer, independent contractor. Question number 7. A listing agreement establishes a fiduciary relationship between: answer, broker and principal seller. Question number 8. Dual agency exists when: answer, the seller agent and the buyer's agent both work in the same brokerage office. Question number 9. An office run by one owner solely responsible for all decisions is a: answer, sole proprietorship. Question number 10. The illegal mixing of client and broker funds is: answer, commingling. Question number 1. A statement of identification is a form used by title companies to verify the identity of: answer, buyer and seller. Question number 2. A geographical farm consists of neighborhoods in which a real estate agent cultivates new clients by contacting its residents. Answer, up to 12 times a year. Question number 3. Property owners who owe more on their loans than their properties are worth are referred to as: answer, underwater. Question number 4. Open houses are? Answer, an opportunity to find potential buyers and sellers, a listing and selling tool. Question number 5. Advertising is most effective for? Answer, a company. Question number 6. Classified display advertising is used by the brokerage office for listing and advertising of? Answer, new homes, high-priced properties, and developments. Question number 7. The purpose of advertising is to? Answer, meet clients, bring clients into the office, and build rapport with these clients. Question number 8. Writing an effective ad involves time-tested method of? Answer, AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. Question number 9. Advertising for real estate credit is under the jurisdiction of? Answer, the Federal Trade Commission. Question number 10. If any financing term is mentioned in an ad, also mention? Answer, the annual percentage rate, APR. Question number 1. A real estate listing is an? Answer, employment contract. Question number 2. The term agency most often refers to the relationship between the? Answer, principal and agent. Question number 3. A listing contract is basically a? Answer, bilateral contract. Question number 4. Open listings? Answer, are most often used for vacant land or the least desirable form of listing, don't benefit from exposure on MLS. Question number 5. Most brokers with an exclusive agency listing will insist that an owner? Answer, quote the same price as the broker. Question number 6. From a broker's point of view, the most desirable listing is the? Answer, exclusive right to sell. Question number 7. A listing office/agent will be fined for not updating all pending and sold properties on MLS within? Answer, 48 hours. Question number 8. To obtain the legal description, lot size, zoning, and surrounding streets in the same tract as a subject property, most agents use? Answer, title companies. Question number 9. Comparables are properties that? Answer, have closed escrow, are similar to subject of property in size and amenities, and are located within 1 mile of the subject property. Question number 10. A lockbox usually contains the? Answer, keys to the property. Question number 1. In a listing agreement? Answer, handwritten instructions supersede typed instructions. Question number 2. Unless terms are specified, sellers are not obligated to pay commission when they refuse a full price offer unless the? Answer, offer is in all cash. Number 3. To earn a commission guaranteed by a safety clause, the original listing broker must provide the seller with a list of prospective buyers who were shown or made an offer on the property within? Answer, 3 calendar days of the expiration of the original listing. Question number 4. Under Section 10.142 of the Real Estate Law, when an agent's principals signs a listing agreement, the agent must give his or her principal a answer, copy of the listing agreement. 5. A lead-based paint disclosure must be filled out for any property before answer 1978. Question number 6. A natural hazard disclosure statement is a form that requires the seller to disclose if his or her property is in answer a special flood hazard area, a very high fire hazard severity zone, and an earthquake fault zone. Question number 7. A home warranty protects a buyer from roofing, plumbing, and electrical failure up to answer 1 year. Question number 8. Market value refers to the amount of cash or cash equivalent that is most likely to be paid for a property on a given date in a answer fair and reasonable open market sale. Question number 9. In a CMA, it's important to only select properties that answer are comparable to the subject property. Question number 10. The comparative market data approach is the most reliable expression of the value because it represents the reactions of answer informed buyers and sellers. Question number 1. For most buyers, the purchase of a home is answer the most important financial decision they will ever make and the largest asset they will ever own. Question number 2. Most property owners move on average of answer 6 to 8 years. Question number 3. Any major repairs made within the last 5 years must be answer disclosed to the buyer. Question number 4. An insurance company may deny full coverage for a fire if additions or alterations are answer non-permitted. Functional obsolescence refers to the loss of value due to adverse factors. Answer within a structure. Question number 6. A purchaser who over improves a fixer-upper. Answer risks not being able to recover the investment. For a couple to benefit from the $500,000 capital gains tax advantage, the home must have been their principal residence for a minimum of answer 2 to 5 years. Question number 8. Buyers who don't make an effort to be pre-qualified that demonstrate a lack of answer motivation and or good credit. Question number 9. Before prospects purchase a home, they must have answer financial ability, desire, and intent. Question number 10. Character, capacity, and capital are the 3 C's of answer credit. In California, it is customary to have a title insurance company. Answer conduct a title search, prepare a preliminary report, issue a policy of title insurance. Question number 2. Which of the following is true regarding the use of real estate purchase contracts in California? Answer the California Residential Purchase and Agreement and Joint Escrow Instructions is the contract most commonly used, and it is published by the California Association of Realtors. Question number 3. If there is a contradiction between the written and typed words and printed words in a purchase contract, the words given less importance are the answer, typed words. Question number 4. Unless instructed otherwise in writing, deposit funds received must be disposed of within blank business days after acceptance. Answer 3. Question number 5. After the sale, a tenant with a valid lease, answer, may remain in possession after the sale. Question number 6. Paying for a wood destroying pest, termite inspection is, answer, negotiable. Question number 7. The transfer disclosure statement and the natural hazard disclosure forms are considered, answer, not warranties and not part of the contract. Question number 8. If the residential property was constructed before 1978, the seller must provide the buyer with a, answer, lead-based paint notice. 9. Which of the following is considered a natural hazard zone? Answer, special flood hazard area, potential flooding, inundation area, and very high fire hazard zone. Question number 10. As an agent, when the buyer asks you how he or she should take title, you, answer, never advise how to take title. Question number 1. To ensure a binding contract, buyers should approve all seller's disclosures. Answer, as quickly as possible. Question number 2. Before making an offer, the buyer needs to know the total cost of the purchase, including the monthly payments. The form used to calculate this estimate is called, answer, estimated buyer's cost. Question number 3. You must provide the seller with a signed copy of the buyer's inspection advisory and, answer, have it signed and initialed by the seller. Question number 4. When the offer is not accepted in its entirety, answer, counter offers are made back and forth between the parties. Question number 5. If you have more than 2 counter offers, it is preferable, answer, to start from scratch. Question number 6. FRPTA refers to the, answer, Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. Question number 7. The buyer's affidavit is signed by the buyer to affirm that, answer, the buyer is acquiring the property for use as a residence and does not exceed $300,000. Question number 8. Who signs the request for repair form? Answer, the buyer and seller. Question number 9. The notice to buyer to perform, answer, is more specific than the notice to seller to perform and gives the right to the seller to cancel escrow within 24 hours. Question number 10. A few days prior to the closing of sale, a verification of property condition form is used to confirm that, answer, the property is basically in the same condition as when the offer was made and the agreed upon repairs and/or alterations have been satisfactorily performed. Question number 1. The key to most real estate transactions is, answer, financing. Question number 2. The rate stated on the note is the, answer, nominal interest rate. Question number 3. Points are figured on the, answer, Amount of the new loan. Question number 4. A prepayment penalty for 1 to 4 unit home loans is only enforceable during the first blank years of the loan. Answer: 5. Question number 5. Which of the following is considered an institutional lender? Answer: savings banks, commercial banks, life insurance companies. Question number 6. Savings rates are generally determined by the answer: Federal Housing Finance Board. Question number 7. A loan for which the payments are usually the same each month for the life of the loan is answer: a fixed rate loan. Question number 8. FNMA stands for answer: Fannie Mae or the Federal National Mortgage Association. Question number 9. As a broker, you must keep the mortgage loans disclosure statements on file for answer: 3 years. Question number 10. Charging more than the legally allowed percentage of interest is called answer: usury. Question number 1. The Escrow Act is found in the answer: Financial Code. Question number 2. When escrow closes, answer: dual agency changes to separate agency. Question number 3. The closing date on an escrow is the date that the documents answer are recorded. Question number 4. Property tax prorations are based on the amount the answer seller is paying. Question number 5. The Structural Pest Control Certification Report answer is a written report given by a licensed pest control company, identifies any wood destroying pest, identifies conditions likely to cause pest infestation. Question number 6. A written summary of the property's documents that evidences title is called the answer: abstract title. Question number 7. Ordering a preliminary title report is the blank step in the title search. Answer: first. Question number 8. Which of the following title insurance policies requires a survey? Answer: ALTA. Question number 9. The R in the ALTAR policy indicates the policy is answer: residential. Question number 10. The Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act answer covers first loans made in 1 to 4 unit residential dwellings, has disclosure requirements for federally related lenders, and is abbreviated as RESPA. Number 1. Which of the following can be deducted from personal taxes? Answer: interest paid on a personal residence, property taxes on a personal residence, prepayment penalties paid on personal residence. Question number 2. Which of the following can be depreciated for tax purposes? Answer: only the building or other improvements on income, trade, and business property. Interest rates are an example of answer: progressive taxes. Question number 4. The sale of real estate in which the payment for the property extend over more than 1 calendar year is answer: an installment sale. Question number 5. Boot is defined as answer: cash or mortgage relief. Question number 6. Inventory of properties held primarily for sale to customers is referred to as answer: dealer property. Question number 7. Which of the following does not qualify for a tax-free exchange? Answer: dealer property. Question number 8. Which of the following is a factor in classifying a broker as a dealer? Answer: submission activity. Question number 9. The broker does not have to see that 10% of the sales price is held in escrow if his or her client is buying property as a foreigner if? Answer: the property is non-residential, the residential property is less than $300,000, and the seller signs an affidavit of non-foreign status. Question number 10. If you're representing a buyer who is purchasing a property from a foreigner or out-of-state seller, the sale may require that 3.3% of the sales price be withheld and paid to the Franchise Tax Board. The burden of collecting this fee is the responsibility of? Answer: the buyer. Question number 1. Which of the following is a negative consideration to invest in real estate? Answer: lack of liquidity. Question number 2. In California, an on-site property manager is required for apartment complexes within blank or more units. Answer: 10. Question number 3. A loan made to cover the cost incurred during the construction period of a real estate project is called? Answer: an interim financing. Question number 4. Commercial banks make the majority of their funds available for? Answer: high interest loans, short-term loans, credit cards, automobile loans, and construction loans. Question number 5. The total gross income a property is capable of producing at full occupancy without any deductions for expenses is called the? Answer: potential gross income. Question number 6. Which of the following is a category of operating expenses that appraisers consider when they're appraising income-producing properties? Answer: fixed expenses, variable expenses, and reserves for replacement. Question number 7. Which of the following are operating expenses that do vary? Answer: variable expenses. Question number 8. The most preferred form of legal organization is? Answer: a limited partnership. Question number 9. A sub-chapter S corporation, answer, can be revoked or terminated at any time with minimal effort. Question number 10. REIT stands for? Answer: Real Estate Investment Trust. Question number 1. Which of the following is filed with the Secretary of State in California? Answer: the financing statement. Question number 2. A seller's permit is secured from the? Answer: State Board of Equalization. Question number 3. A business opportunity sale can include the? Answer: sale of business, lease of a business, goodwill of a business. Question number 4. Whenever a bulk sale or transfer is made, the term transferee refers to? Answer: the buyer. Question number 5. A seller's permit is secured from the? Answer: grant deed for real property. Question number 6. In the transfer of a business, the amount paid for goodwill is? Answer: not deductible by the buyer and a capital item for the seller. Question number 7. The term RSPSD stands for? Answer: Real Property Securities Dealer. Question number 8. Before selling real property securities to the public, a broker must obtain a permit from the? Answer: Real Estate Commissioner. A syndicate can be a? Answer: corporation, partnership, and or trust. Question number 10. A broker's broker or consultant is one way to describe? Answer: a real estate investment counselor. Question number 1. The Unreal Civil Rights Act is a? Answer: state law. Question number 2. The Unreal Civil Rights Act? Answer: prohibits California business establishments from discriminating against customers. Question number 3. The California Act that prohibited steering and blockbusting was the? Answer: the Unreal Civil Rights Act. Question number 4. If an agent is asked to discriminate in the sale of a property, the agent? Answer: must refuse the listing. Question number 5. The refusal of a loan or insurance based on a property's location, zip code, is called? Answer: redlining. Question number 6. Ultimately, who is responsible for the management of a homeowners association, HOA? Answer: the board of directors. Question number 7. As a property manager, your responsibilities will include? Answer: maintenance of the building, caring for mechanical equipment, planning and implementing a modernization program. Question number 8. Delaying the fixing of existing repair is called? Answer: deferred maintenance. Question number 9. Section 8 refers to? Answer: low rent housing. Question number 10. The designation AMO refers to? Answer: accredited management organization. Which of the following should be listed on a real estate assistant's resume? Answer: real estate background, skills, and education. Question number 2. Employees who make their services available on a need-only basis and have no set working hours are? Answers: on-call employees. Question number 3. The path a document travels through an office is called? Answer: paper flow. Question number 4. Which of the following is true about a shared document? Answer: it has been signed by the seller and buyer. Question number 5. All documents a broker may require on a single complete transaction are contained in a? Answer: master file. Question number 6. Which of the following is a filing system you might find in a real estate office? Answer: shared documents, alphabetic system, and computer files. Question number 8. In California, a notary public? Answer: does not exercise any legal acts, does not exercise any judicial acts. Question number 9. Each person who signs a notarized document must place a blank in the notary's journal. Answer: right thumbprint. Question number 10. A notary can notarize their client's documents? Answer: even though a commission will be earned. The end.